Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Angger Law channel. Actually, I created this channel is as your go-to source legal insight in Indonesia. Today's topic, we're gonna discuss about the agreement law that actually we almost did every day. Even you just buy the thing, small thing in convenience stores or bigger transaction like you buy the house or rent the warehouse. So we're gonna discuss about the agreement law specifically in Indonesia. Agreement, as you know, take crucial part in your personal life and even your business life and transaction. But do you really realize how your agreement is become legally valid, easy to execute by both parties, and whenever there is dispute arise, you're gonna win that dispute. So let's break it down. So the first one, before we discuss anything else, we're gonna discuss what is actually agreement, or in Indonesia we call it perjanjian. Agreement is a legally binding commitment between two or more parties. An agreement is an event where one person agreed to another or where two people agreed each other to carry out or to do something. So based on what being agreed to be implemented, the agreement is divided into three types, which are the first one, agreement to give or deliver something. This type of agreement, such as like you selling agreement, buy the house agreement, or renting the warehouse agreement. This type of this agreement, that agreement to give or deliver something. That's the first one. The second one is agreement to do something. This is like if you are a contractor and then you agree to build the house to the others. This kind of type of this agreement. And also if you are an artist and you agreed to make some painting or build some statue, this part of this agreement. And the third one is agreement to not perform or to not conduct anything, like confidentiality agreement. You been agreed to use some secret recipe of culinary things, then you have to not, you agreed to not reveal any that secret recipe. So in Indonesia, most of the agreements are regulated under Indonesian civil code, or what we call it KUH Perdata. Furthermore, the law of agreement also gives the widest freedom, possibilities to each one of you, to each party, to make any agreement. But remember, this agreement must not prohibited by the law, does not contradict with the morality and the public order. You make like selling agreement, but the object of the agreement is like drugs or psychotropic things that been illegal to Indonesian law, means your agreement is prohibited by the law. So that's the first step of the kind of agreement, and then what is agreement itself. So what actually makes agreement become legally valid? That's going to be the next section. This section we're going to discuss about the essential elements that make agreement become valid. According to Article 1320 Indonesian Civil Code, the agreement must have four essential elements. The first one, all parties must agree willingly, without any coercion or force, or any, what we call it in Indonesia is tipu daya atau paksaan, that when you sign this agreement. The second one is you have legal capacity. All the parties must be legally capable of entering and sign those agreement. If you are represent the one of your company, means you have authority letter to sign those agreement. Those two elements, the first and second one, about consent and legal capacity, we call it subjective terms. If you are not comply with these subjective terms, such as if there is a teenager rent the apartment and their parents is not agreed with it, then as a parent may request canceling for this agreement through the court. That's the first one. The second one, we call it the objective terms, which is the third element is about the specific object. So the agreement must have a clear object or purpose to be agreed. And the fourth element is lawful cause, which is the agreement purpose or the object must not violate the laws, morality, and public order. These third and fourth elements, we call it objective term. If you are not comply with these objective terms, means the agreement is null and void. I'll give you an example, such as like if you're gonna renting the house, if there is no object mentioning about the what type of the house and then how much the price for this renting means, there is no specific object, means agreement is null and void, because one of the element of the renting agreement is there is a house as an object and there is a rental fee as an object as well. This section is very important as well. What if one party fails to uphold their end of the deal? In English, they call it breach of contract. In Indonesia, we call it one prestasi. So type of this breach of contract or one prestasi consists of the first one, not execute what have been agreed. That's the first one. The second one of the party is execute the agreement, but not as been agreed. The third one of the party execute the agreement, but is too late. And the fourth one is one of the party is execute the forbidden things in agreement. So what is the consequences or legal consequences when there is breach of contract? So what is your legal consequences when you breach the contract? First one, you have to pay the compensation, that's for sure. The second one, well, actually, one of the party can terminate the agreement. The third one, whenever you, it's like you feel that, yes, this is my fault, I make breach of contract of this agreement, and then you negotiate back again and then shifting the risk, like, okay, this insurance, actually you have to pay by both of us, and then because I breach of contract, this insurance going to be paid by me. That's shifting the risk. And then the fourth one is, if there is that the other party is file the lawsuit into the court, means you have to pay the lawsuit fee as well. So it is the best things to make a clear terms of agreement or agreement clauses, and then seek legal advice if there are any dispute or breach of contract in your agreement. So there you have it. Well, actually, understanding the agreement law in Indonesia, it's so crucial for you, especially for the foreigners that not just visit Indonesia to see the beautiful landscape or to see the beautiful culture show, but actually you have a plan as well to make some business in here, like such as like you want to put some shares into the hotel business and also the villa business, especially in the tourism place. Then it is crucial to understand this agreement law in Indonesia to protect your rights and then to avoid any dispute or legal troubles in the futures. So if you found this video is helpful, please click like, share, and subscribe to get more legal insights for you. And then if you have any question about the agreement, please drop in the comments below. See you in the next video. Stay legally smart.